So this particular girl said, when my late husband wanted to marry me after dating me for 5 good years, I refused him. I refused to accept him because I loved him so much and I wanted him to live long. But he did not understand the whole thing. He was just moving from one of his friends to another of his friends, telling them that after spending time with me, spending money on me and doing everything for me, that I refused to marry him. But this is a guy that I love so much. I only refuse to marry him because I want him to live long. Because I don't want him to suffer in poverty. I don't want him to go through anything in life. I know the family I came from. If this man end up being my husband, he will suffer. Because all the people I know that are married from my family, it's either later they will fall and their wife will be the one taking care of them, or later they will die before the time they're supposed to die, or something huge must happen to them. Some of them used to lose their company, and some of them used to lose their life. So because of that, I refused to accept him 3 times. And I don't know how to open my mouth and tell him that in my family, if you marry from my family, so thing will happen, so thing will happen. And me, myself, I have a dream. I never want to marry a man that will later suffer and that will be the one taking care of the man. Or marry a man that later he will fall sick and die and I will become a widow. So I was trying to avoid everything. I was still looking for solution. I was still looking for a way to change my family. So when I told him I was not ready, he did not understand it. I told him I was not ready because this guy have like 7 sisters and all of them are his younger sisters. He have them to take care of with his mother. His father is late already. I was like telling myself I don't want anything to happen to this guy because I love him so much. So I told him to look for another person and marry, but he did not understand it. He insisted. He called his family, he called my family, he called his friends. Everybody was just begging me. In my family, my sisters and my cousins and other people, they were not seeing it like anything. They were just living their life, believing it is normal. But me, myself, I have checked it and I believed it's not normal. So that's why I started looking for solution. So because of how much he loved me, he insisted and he married me. After 2 days, after our wedding, 2 days later, he had an accident. And that accident almost took his life. I was not surprised because I expected something like that. But I did not expect it to happen soon. He married me and he was doing very well in his business. He was growing his business, everything was going. He was making money, his life changed from the day he married me. Money was just pumping. He was building houses everywhere. And I was just wondering, is my own different? What is happening? My sisters married their husband and they failed. Their husband failed. Why is my own going like this? After my husband now grow to the extent that I started seeing him as a billionaire. After 6 years, me and my husband, I was just at home one day and somebody called me. Are you Miss Godwin? I said, yes. He said, come to Godwin warehouse. I went to his warehouse. I saw him put his head on the table. I was like, what is going on? They now told me that they found him not breathing. My husband was not sick. My husband did not have an accident. My husband was just 37 years old. I lost him and I became a widow. Since that time, no man ever talked to me. I continue using toy to satisfy myself. Masturbation becomes my favorite. Everything started happening to me. I tried to manage his business, but it did not work for me. The business failed. I became sick and when I checked, they said it's a liver problem. I started spending money. I was paying school fees, I was spending money, I was paying school fees, I was taking care of the children, I was spending money. Truth be told, my family is typical example of failure. If you come, they will fail you. If they meet you, they will fail you. Them themselves, they are failure. So after everything that happened to her, losing so many business, losing her husband, her children, 2 boys, now become mad, smoking around the streets and everything. So when she contacted me, she was like, a lot have happened. I don't want more to happen. Let those ones that have happened, let it happen. I don't want more. One small problem from a family can destroy the whole family. One thing you can just use some few millions of naira and settle can destroy the whole family and nobody will make anything. When we started, if you tell her that her children will stop smoking and become normal, she will not believe it. Because one thing I always tell people is, don't give up. Oh. Don't give up. Your solution might be sitting right beside you. But because you think you are wise, because you think you are educated, you want to know everything, you want to ask questions. When people tell you what is wrong with you, you will say, how can this small thing be making me to be like this? No, it's not possible. This is too small to be control the whole family. This is too small to destroy the whole family. No, it's not this thing. How can it be this thing? Something you don't know. Something you knew nothing about. You say it's not your problem. And yet you cannot solve your problem. I know she will still do a lot in that her family. She have a lot to do in that her family. A lot of things to do to change that family. But bringing her children back is one thing that I give glory to God. It is not me. It is not even the native daughter. It is God and determination. In your family, you too can change your family if you want. Those people that always sleep in church, you are not bigger than them. You are not better than them. Those people that travel from USA to Nigeria, you are not better than them. Keep your big man thing one side if you have a problem. Focus on solving your problem. Bring yourself down, because if you are smart, you would have solved your problem. Forget wayo in your head. Remove anything wayo if you want to solve your problem. No matter how smart you are, if you have a problem like that, people must do you wayo. Pastors must chop you. Native doctors must chop you. They no born you well. They must chop you. You are nobody. As long as you cannot solve that problem, and as long as you insist that you want to solve that problem, you will solve it. But you will pass through 419. They will do you while later you will solve it. The most important thing is determination. Determination. When you are determined, you will solve your problem. Only if you want to. Her children have recovered. They are no longer crazy. And I believe that is how God will do it for her. And her children will get married, live with their family, and change that thing that nobody have ever changed in that family. Buy that car that nobody ever bought in that family. Break that record that refused to be broken in that family. Everything is determination. Nobody owe you anything. It is possible that a native daughter that kills 16 mad people fit come your case. If you solve your small spiritual problem. So that doesn't mean you should give up. Continue till you win. Move forward. Don't stop looking for solution. Don't give up. Fight for your children. Fight for your brothers. Fight for your family. Fight for people you love. Some people, they don't used to know they have a problem. So it is you that are seeing the problem that will fight for them. One love and peace out.